Now that the rear end's out, gonna start cutting brackets off. Leaf spring brackets right here to the front where the shackles were. And we're gonna start getting this frame cleaned up, ready for our cross member, which will go right here. C-notches are gonna go right here. We get these air shocks out of here. You don't have to fully remove this. You can cut these rivets out, or you can just cut it straight along right there. We're gonna remove the spare tire. Right here, we obviously already pulled the gas tank out. Oh, damn it. Right here, C-notch kind of locates itself. If you notice, shape of the frame, the contour matches up pretty dang good about right there. Okay. So we'll cut all of this out.
That extra inch gives you room to get in and weld.
So that way you can weld, yeah. When you have your C-notch in place, the shape of how this is cut matches the frame really well. If you're pulling off the bottom of the very back of the frame to right here, it's about 27 1/4. We're going to go ahead and lay out where the front comes out. Probably give myself like another Sharpie's worth. I'll pull this number to the back, match it across, and I'll shoot a laser. Now I'll find out kind of where I need to start cutting right here to allow the rear end to pass up.
All this gets cut out.
Yeah.
This corner gets cut out. So
yeah, this cover so you can weld all of this. This whole profile right here. All this right here is going to get welded across the top, come over to both sides. There's a plate that matches the width of here that you'll put in after you cut it all out. I recommend welding it before you cut it out. Otherwise, you know, who knows what could happen. Spare tire is coming out, it has to come out. Unless you pull the body off of the frame. You pull the body off the frame, do not have to take this out. Alright, we got our C-notches in. Shock cross member is fit up. Mounted to these little tabs. You can't quite see them, but we have tabs on these guys and slots in the C-notch, so it indicates them to cross over to here. I like using them tie down. It does sometimes require some wiggling to get them to fit in. Just be patient, keep trying. We're gonna double check the dimension from top of the frame rail to right here. The very back of that should be 28 3/4 of an inch. So we get that guy pretty much mostly welded in, all the way through. We cut this section of the frame out. Now we are putting in this curved bottom of the C-notch. We go ahead and weld it the whole way around. This is going to be the drive shaft tunnel. It goes underneath the back seat in the 4954 Chevys. Make it to where you can do a lap weld on it, you can spot weld it, you can cut the floor out, butt weld, make it to where you can install it in as various ways as you want possible. We got C-notches welded in, got the bottoms in place, and all that stuff welded. Welding up in there, pretty dang tough. But you know, you can't get to it. There's a section on the front of the C-notch. We're gonna have to remove a little bit of sheet metal over here in order to get access to that. So we might cut an access pocket and place the material. We still need to put in the upper bag plate. Locates off of that slot right there. You could bend it, but it's easy enough. Need some clamps. So now you just have to drill these two bad boys right here. Put on the safety glasses, Bob. We're gonna have to weld this to the frame. So we're gonna go ahead and mark out where we need to clean the frame up. We're gonna go ahead and move this. We have our link arms in, upper link, lower link, lower link. We don't have the diagonal link in yet, but not really too worried about that at this point. You're going to see most likely on yours a little gap right here, and then might be easier to see over here. That gap right there. Don't worry about that. That is because this portion right here is a little saggy. Before you go and weld this cross member in, you're going to want to push up on the center right here. It's going to splay that out, and that way you're touching real good along your frame rails. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to just double check everything. This works as your bag bracket, a shock mount, and mount our lower link right there. Upper link goes back there, as you can see. So we're just going to make sure that our placement on all of this is correct before we start welding everything in. So we got these cross member pretty much welded in, weld up in there along the back side. We're going to go ahead and start welding our housing brackets in. We'll pull those shocks off. But when it comes to welding an axle housing and welding brackets on, you really want to make sure you're not going to cause any disformity to the housing. You weld this stuff up too hot, you know, you'll get a bow in it. This will want to drop down from the heat from the welding, so you really have to make sure that you disperse your welding. So we're going to weld a little bit on this bracket, weld a little over here, weld a little bit up on the third link. We'll just work our way around, keep the heat distortion as minimal as possible. Cut out this little access hole. Probably gonna have to cut down a little bit further right here so we can weld this joint there. But we're gonna go ahead and reach up in here so we can finish welding this all out. If you do pull the body off of the frame, you do not have to make any modifications back here for this upper bag plate. This used to be a little bit taller. We made some changes so we get better usage out of our bag, better travel, and less sheet metal work for you.